Hello everyone, it's me, Phoenix, the Insane Gentleman Gamer. Not too long a video for you today. A very awesome game, however. It's me and my mate Dragoon in our top tier heavy tanks. We're both in tier 9 heavies. I'm in the tier 9 STI, which is the Russian IS-4 line heavy tank, and he is in the E75, which is definitely, more numerous. That's the German line that leads to the E100. Both very well known for their armor and punchy guns. The E75 a bit more than the STI. But anyways, so we start out and we're talking on Teamspeak about, oh, hopefully this will be a good game, we're top tier, things like that. And we'll pull the camera back here a little bit, and I want you to notice something. We're the only two tanks down here. Okay, correction. There's an RU coming, but other than that, we're the only two tanks down here. And so we're talking, oh goodness, should we, turn around and go back the other way? And we decide, nah, screw it. We'll be fine. Let's just hug this corner, and hopefully we won't just get completely toasted. So, we come up to the corner. I'm being a bit more brazen than he is. Spot a couple of the tanks. Take a pot shot at the WZ, manage to bounce his shot. The Leopard PTA goes in up on the hill as well. And then there's also a Korean pattern over there. Keep him in mind. So now, here I am. Managed to track the E75. Sorry, I clicked a little late, so you didn't get to see the full zoom in on there. So now we're basically poking the corner. Trying to figure out, how can we best deal with this situation, because, oh boy, look at the mini-map. And, hey, what do you know, about some APCR from the E75. But yeah, we're the only two tanks down here. We've got a T-26 Super Pershing, coming down to help us, but it's the three of us. And we've got the Korean Patton and the enemy Super Pershing over there on the flank. Ground that shot, that was a horrible shot. But Dragoon and I are managing to hold down this corner pretty well. Our Super Pershing has moved up a bit and is trying to figure out if he can get shots or not. Of course, the Korean Patton moved back before I could hit him. And so we realize, okay, well, these guys actually don't have much hope of penetrating us as long as we, play it safe. I score a good hit on the Super Pershing there, and he tries to shoot me back. Well, correction, he shoots at Dragoon. Well, he misses. So I'm thinking, did he shoot at the Super Pershing behind us? But then the action kind of picks up, and I don't have time to wonder. Now, this E75 here is going to prove to be a bone in our throat for most of this game. Basically, he's moved up enough so that he can shoot at us and pretty accurately hit our weak spots. So it's basically the two of us, three of us if you want to count the Super Pershing, fending off, oh dear. Look at the minimap. There's a WZ-120 coming around on our flank. He's going to try and get to us and try and flank us, and if he does, then it's over for us. So, Dragoon, I think by now Dragoon's ammo rack has been hit, so he's basically done being the sword. If it hasn't been racked yet, it will be in the next couple of shots he takes. So, he takes an HE hit from the 112 there. I move up. I'm trying to be more aggressive. Of the two of us, I'm definitely the more aggressive player. So we're both trying to figure out, okay, who should we shoot? And the E75, I managed to track him and, pin him in place. So Dragoon moves up. He gets tracked as well by the T-26 and the M46. So I move back up, and right as I reload, right in the lower glacis, bounce his shot. The Super Pershing, Rockstar Super Pershing, he's a hero. He goes back to deal with that WZ-120. And so, leaving Dragoon and I to deal with the E75 and the 112. I managed to kill the E75, the Super Pershing says enough is enough and decides to Zerg rush us, which gives the 112 the opportunity to come after us as well. I shoot the T-26. Dragoon says I'll try and kill the T-26 next chance I get, although it's going to take 2 shots, so I decide, he takes a shot, 16 health. I managed to shoot him, kill him. I got a lucky clip in the engine deck. So I move forward, checking on the Super Pershing. Super Pershing is holding his own, manages to kill the WZ-120. Good boy. So I say in chat, thank you very much, because he earned it. Somehow pinned the 112 there. I'm not exactly sure how. I guess I hit the turret ring or something? Not exactly sure. But Dragoon and I have managed to hold off this entire flank pretty much. So we move up, because there's the Korean pattern there on 1 shot health, and the 112 is on 2 shots. We don't know where the WZ or the Leopard went, so we're kind of keeping an eye out there. I've done 3,700 damage, Dragoon has done a little bit less than that, so we both basically, somehow just about carry this flank. There's artillery over there, there's the WZ-111, so I take a hit from the Korean pattern. There's also a Cannon Jagdpanzer. Oh goodness, now everything's getting real. So, take a shot at the Cannon Jagdpanzer because he's the easiest to hit here. Back up a little bit, let Dragoon go up on the ridge to face the 112. I decide, screw it, I need to deal with this Korean pattern. So I move over, I tell Dragoon he might try and shoot you, but I'm going to deal with this Korean pattern. The 112 might take a shot at me, so watch out for that. I get up here and just obliterate the Korean pattern. So now it's the 112 going after Dragoon, and I tell Dragoon I'm going to kill the 112. Don't worry about it. I'm going to kill the 112. But I bounce. So then he says, I'll get the 112. I said, okay, I'm going to rush this WZ and draw him off of you to where he's not going to shoot you, he's going to shoot at me. And I successfully do that. Somehow bounces heat, don't know how. We're capping. I managed to put a solid shot into the WZ. Dragoon still struggling with the 112 a little bit, but he's doing pretty well. He's, holding his own. And so I come around, track the WZ, and... oh. We won! Oh, well, okay. Turns out, our team capped out. So, basically, Dragoon and I managed to hold that entire flank. Like, all of those tanks, there's the Leopard PTA on the hill, by the way. We managed to hold that entire flank from about 5 or 6 enemy tanks and live. Both of us lived. You saw Dragoon killed the 112 at the very end there, right before the cap timer counted, and we won the game. So, that was an amazing game, also showing either pure dumb luck or how to correctly play with a teammate. And honestly, we had Teamspeak going. If we hadn't had Teamspeak going, I don't know how we would have pulled that off. We probably wouldn't have pulled that off. Coordinating reloads, telling each other, okay, I'm going for this tank, you go for the other tank. Just communication. Communication is key in pretty much all aspects of life, but especially so in tank warfare. If you have a platoon mate or, a buddy who you play with regularly and you feel like it would be easier to play together with voice chat, then go ahead and get Teamspeak or some, derivative of such, because it honestly is really beneficial. I just have to say that much. And so a happy victory it is for Dragoon and I. I ended up with first class mastery and a bevy of other medals, including high caliber. While he himself ended up with a good steel wall, shell-proof, and fire for effect. So he had a pretty good game as well. I ended up top on experience, he third, but we both just celebrated after that game. That was an amazing game for both of us. Sadly, didn't get that many credits, only about 20k, but then again, this is tier 9. What can you do? No premium account because I'm a scrub. So anyway, quick and dirty replay for you fellas and ladies. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Phoenix. Till next time, take care. Stay true to yourselves.